Whoa, coming at you with another edition of Let Daddy Do the Cooking. This time it's meat sauce and spaghetti. Look at that meat sauce and spaghetti, baby. It was rolling. Let me tell you, let's jump right into it. First thing I'm going to do is cut up my seasoning. That's right, starting off with the celery. Getting the celery together, chopping up the celery nice and fine. Well, kind of chunky, you know what I'm saying, because it's meat sauce and spaghetti. There I am working that white onion. Next I'm going to be working on is some bell peppers. I went with red bell peppers and green bell peppers for this meal. It was pretty good too. It really was good. I made a lot of it. My parents really enjoyed it. It was good to cook for them and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying. I asked mom what she wanted. She said she wanted some meat sauce and spaghetti, so I hooked it up for her. I said, let me record it, get it down, get it done. Alright, so here I am working on the bell peppers, red bell peppers and green bell peppers, as you can see. Now I'm going to my garlic. Right? Garlic. Gotta have the fresh garlic. Got a lot of garlic. It's about 8 cloves of garlic. Now I come with the fresh parsley. Fresh parsley is very essential to homemade meat sauce and spaghetti. Homemade marinara sauce, period. You should have fresh parsley in there. So I start off with my roux. Now I put some butter in there and a little coconut oil. And I use about a half a cup of flour. Now as you notice, this is a sped up video. As you notice, my roux will get darker and darker as I keep working my roux. You got to keep working that roux. Add a little more flour to it. Keep working your roux. Your roux is the basis of everything. If you have a good roux, you're gonna have good sauces and good gravies. Period. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm doing. Working that roux, working that roux, working that roux. See it till it gets to the consistency of darkness that I want it to be. Then at that point, I'm gonna add in my vegetables. Now my vegetables, I add in, that's my technique for making a roux. I always add my vegetables to my roux because as the vegetables saute, the flavor of the vegetables get into the base of the roux. Then I add my ground meat, right? And I'm gonna let all that just cook. That's all I'm gonna do. Just let that cook. Let that cook down. Let that do what it has to do. You know what I'm saying? That's how I do it. So I come with some oregano, some complete seasoning, some salt, and some pepper. All right. And later on in the video, you're gonna see I'm gonna add more seasoning to it. And the second time I add seasoning, I'm gonna add my garlic and my onion powder. There I am cutting up some fresh basil out of my mom's garden. Add that to it. There I am adding my smoked sausage to it. D&D smoked sausage. That's what my mama like to use. Everybody know I like to use Manda smoked sausage, but I'm cooking at her house, so it's D&D smoked sausage. So I put the D&D smoked sausage in there. Let that cook down with the ground meat and things like that. Just getting it in, you know. Now I'm about to add in my chunky tomatoes and whole tomatoes. I add diced tomatoes and I add in whole tomatoes. Then I'm gonna add in 1 cup of tomato paste. I say this is a big meat sauce and spaghetti. I cooked it for my family. It's 2 pounds of ground meat, so I added 1 cup of tomato paste. If I was cooking 1 pound, I would add in a half a cup of tomato paste. Then I add 4 cans of water. It's about 16 ounces each can, so 4 times 16. You do the math. So here it is right here. So now I'm working it out. Now I'm gonna let it simmer at this point, right? So my grandmother called this as an iridescent gravy, but me being a Bayou boy that I am, I call it a sauce pecan. Now I'm gonna add 1 more can of diced tomatoes in there. Add some salt in there. Add some oregano. Add some complete seasoning in there. Again. Add some ground pepper in there. Now I'm coming with my garlic powder, my onion powder, and this is a trick that I do. A lot of people add sugar to their spaghetti sauce. I add honey to mine. Add some honey to the spaghetti sauce. I use about a half a cup of honey in this whole process, and it really works with the acidity of the tomatoes and things like that. Got my little tasting spoon, took a test of it. Put some bay leaf in there, stirring it up. Add a little more honey to it. About a half a cup of honey total. And let it simmer. Now I'm gonna go ahead and boil up my spaghetti. Got my water going. Put a little salt in the water. A little olive oil. Everybody know about the olive oil. Keep the spaghetti from sticking. Drop that pound of spaghetti in there. Boom. Look at that. Let this simmer down for about an hour or so. It's looking real good, man. It was real good. It was on point. I'm telling you. Meat sauce and spaghetti from scratch. From scratch. That's how I cook, from scratch. Got my tasting spoon, tested it out again. It was real good. My spaghetti's finished boiling. And voila, there you have it. Meat sauce and spaghetti. Like and subscribe. Y'all know how we get down. Be easy.